Over the past few decades, food sensitivities, allergies, and intolerances have been on the rise. Celiac disease is a serious digestive disorder that is caused by an abnormal immune reaction to eating gluten, which is a protein found in foods made with wheat, barley, and rye. Gluten is also found in oats that are handled with other grains. Bloating, digestive pain, and nausea are all common symptoms of celiac disease, which is affecting more and more individuals each year. Although reactions to this allergy are primarily experienced within the digestive system, you may be surprised to find out that there are many symptoms of celiac disease that affect the entire body. You may also be unaware that a large percentage of those with celiac disease are actually undiagnosed, with an estimated 83% of individuals with celiac disease being undiagnosed. So today, we're going to talk about 5 worrying signs of celiac disease. Before we begin, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our Women's Wellness channel. Plus, stay tuned for how you can get your hands on a free gift. Our first worrying sign that may be a symptom of celiac disease is fatigue. Low energy levels are common among those with celiac disease. In fact, one large review found that people who suffered from celiac disease had much higher levels of fatigue, which naturally improved with the removal of gluten from the diet. This may be due to the fact that untreated celiac disease causes damage to the small intestine, which disrupts the ability of our digestive system to effectively absorb nutrients from the food we're eating. This is why it's also common for those with celiac disease to experience nutrient deficiencies. If we're not effectively absorbing essential nutrients for our mood and energy levels, we're more likely to experience fatigue or conditions like iron deficiency anemia that result in fatigue. Other studies have identified there may also be a connection between the fatigue experienced by celiacs and poor sleep. One study comparing the ECG activity of both celiac and non-celiac children reported that children with celiac disease were more likely to experience wakefulness during sleep. Next up on our list is a symptom you may be surprised to hear is actually a sign of gluten sensitivity: joint pain and stiffness. Celiac disease is a reaction of the immune system. When someone with this condition eats gluten, the immune system is triggered and causes widespread inflammation. This type of inflammation is not necessarily the kind of inflammation you would notice externally, like the redness, heat, swelling, and pain caused by local inflammation. Instead, a reaction to gluten causes chronic inflammation, which is low-level inflammation that affects the body's organs and soft tissues. Joint pain is a common symptom of chronic inflammation, which is present in those with celiac disease if gluten is being consumed. Celiac disease is also an autoimmune condition. Research suggests that those with autoimmune conditions are more likely to suffer from additional autoimmune conditions, due to the immune system already being on high alert. In fact, studies have identified that those with autoimmune forms of arthritis, like rheumatoid arthritis, are at a higher risk of developing celiac disease. Some easy ways to reduce inflammation, aside from removing gluten from your diet if you are allergic or intolerant, are to focus on anti-inflammatory foods like fish oil, turmeric, and green leafy vegetables. Our next sign that is commonly associated with celiac disease is weight loss. The uncomfortable digestive symptoms that come with being a celiac mean that it may be more difficult to stomach food in general, and that there may be increased bowel movements with the inability to effectively digest meals. After confirming a diagnosis of celiac disease, having to avoid gluten can mean cutting out many foods, which can lead to malnutrition and difficulty keeping weight on. Many studies confirm this weight loss is induced by removing gluten. One study found that weight loss was one of the most common symptoms of celiac disease among older adults. Following the treatment of celiac disease, by removing gluten resulted in participants losing over 15 pounds. That's over 7 kilograms. This could also be due to the caloric density of foods that are rich in gluten, which tend to be much more processed and higher in sugar and unhealthy fats. Once these foods are restricted or avoided completely, it makes sense that the weight would naturally drop. Next up on our list of 5 worrying signs of celiac disease is depression. An allergy to gluten not only impacts the physical body, it's also been shown to induce psychological symptoms. Studies reveal that depression is more common and more severe in adults with celiac disease. One review consisting of 37 studies linked celiac disease to an increased risk of psychological conditions like anxiety, depression, and even eating disorders. In fact, another study found that having celiac disease increased the risk of developing a mood disorder by 91%. So how is our mood so connected to a food allergy like celiac disease? Research suggests that the intestinal damage caused by gluten in those who are allergic leads to deficiencies in important nutrients that are essential for healthy mood. Zinc and B vitamins are commonly deficient in those with compromised gut health, and they also significantly influence our mood. An imbalance in healthy gut bacteria is another way that the intestinal damage caused by gluten intolerance can impact our mood. Lastly, number 5 on our list of 5 worrying signs of celiac disease is skin disorders. Along with the digestive, psychological, and cognitive symptoms that come with celiac disease, skin disorders are another common complaint for those with this serious condition. In particular, a rare but persistent rash known as dermatitis herpetiformis is linked to those with celiac disease, causing blistering and irritation of the skin. So how does gluten cause such a severe skin reaction? Gluten triggers the production of IgA antibodies, causing an autoimmune reaction that targets not only the digestive system, but the skin. Over 90% of those with dermatitis herpetiformis have a sensitivity to gluten. So this irritating skin condition is a significant sign of gluten intolerance. The digestive system is closely linked to the health of our skin, so if you experience persistent skin issues, you may want to investigate your gut health. That concludes today's video. We hope you found these 5 signs of celiac disease interesting. Before you go, let us know what's something that you were surprised to find out is actually linked to this widespread condition. Share your experience with our community in the comments. And remember to like this video, subscribe, and hit the alert bell to stay up to date with us. Plus, don't forget to download your free gift, 25 energy-boosting superfoods for women, by clicking the link in the description below. Have a healthy and joyful day.